18 million people into our country by the time Biden gets out, which hopefully will be very soon. If they get another term, this country is finished.
Fortunately, we have leaders that stimulate fear, and that fear causes us to do really terrible things. I think that's part of what we're talking about in the film here.
Where we think we're all separate from each other. And we have unfortunately elected officials that don't inspire us in the way we want to be inspired.
Did you ever think you'd see the day when Richard Gere would make Donald Trump and Elon Musk completely lose their minds? The Buddhist actor just dropped some truth bombs that sent both billionaires into absolute meltdown mode. In this video, we're showing you exactly what Gere said that made Trump go on a caps lock rampage and forced Musk to hide behind his meme collection. If you thought powerful men could handle criticism, wait till you see these two crumble faster than Trump's social media platform.
Very dark place in America where we have a bully and a thug who is the president of the United States.
We all feel the best we can possibly feel. This is the creative act of the creation of the universe. Our minds are creating a universe moment by moment.
Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. When a Hollywood Buddhist decides to take on two of the world's richest ego monsters, you're in for more than just celebrity gossip. Richard Gere, that silver fox from Pretty Woman who traded Hollywood glamour for meditation mats, recently dropped truth bombs on Trump and Musk that sent them spiraling faster than Trump's hairpiece in a windstorm. What made Gere's takedown so spectacular wasn't loud theatrics or Twitter tantrums. It was his zen-like delivery that cut through their billionaire bubbles. He didn't need to scream or tweet in all caps, or even Photoshop himself onto Mount Rushmore to make his point. Instead, Gere went full spiritual samurai, dismantling their fragile egos with nothing but calm facts and quiet confidence. Think about it. When a guy who spends his free time hanging with the Dalai Lama questions why a rocket-obsessed billionaire gets to control global conversations without oversight, it hits different.
Decided to completely dismantle and destroy USAID, which is the wing of the U.S. government. It was started around the time of Ronald Reagan.
You know, your guy was asking me before, and it's not that he tells jokes. He sees humor in everything. He sees humor in himself.
Gere's approach was what you might call enlightenment through humiliation, speaking truth with such elegance that both men's defensive reactions only proved his point about their insecurities. The contrast couldn't be more perfect. While Gere stood there metaphorically polishing his Buddha statue, probably wondering how these clowns ended up running empires, Trump and Musk were busy having digital meltdowns. It's like watching a peaceful monk calmly pointing out the obvious, while two toddlers throw their gold-plated toys across the room. The beauty of Gere's approach was exposing how both men mistake attention for actual achievement. See, Trump and Musk collect followers and headlines like Pokemon cards, but Gere revealed that being loud doesn't make you right, it often just makes you loud. When a man known for romantic roles and meditation practices calls out your entire identity with one sentence, no rocket can fly you out of that burn zone. The internet immediately recognized the genius of Gere's method, creating memes about Buddhist takedowns and Zen and the art of billionaire maintenance. Social media went full popcorn mode, watching these powerful men crumble under the weight of simple truths. As the saying goes, the internet took sides, and let's just say it wasn't Team Tantrum.
Well, I mean, our president has pushed it to the limit. It can't go any further than this. I mean, he came out of reality show television. He's like a game show person. Where we think we're all separate from each other. And we have unfortunately elected officials that don't inspire us in the way we want to be inspired.
The internet may have grabbed its popcorn, but Trump grabbed his keyboard's caps lock button with the fury of a man who just discovered someone wasn't impressed by his gold-plated bathroom. You'd think billionaires controlling social media platforms and nuclear codes would have skin thicker than their wallets. But Gere's gentle meditation-inspired critique was apparently enough to trigger the digital equivalent of a 5-alarm fire. Trump's response on Truth Social was predictably nuclear, a caps caps lock symphony accompanied by an orchestra of spelling errors that would make an elementary school teacher weep. He spiraled faster than one of his bankrupt casinos, firing off rants so grammatically confused they actually made Elon Musk look like Hemingway in comparison. The former president was quite literally foaming at the digital mouth, typing with the desperation of someone who just realized Pretty Woman wasn't a documentary about his life. The content was exactly what you'd expect from a man with the emotional control of a toddler who missed nap time. Trump labeled Gere a failed actor and Hollywood nobody, apparently forgetting Gere's decades-long successful career and extensive humanitarian work. His posts featured a minimum of 7 spelling disasters and wild accusations about Gere being part of a radical left conspiracy specifically designed to damage Trump's sterling reputation, because clearly that's what Buddhist actors do in their spare time when they're not hanging with the Dalai Lama. Meanwhile, Elon Musk took a different but equally telling approach. Rather than addressing any substantive points, the self-proclaimed free speech warrior deployed his signature brand of incoherent genius.
The number of hate crimes in the U.S. went up enormously as soon as Donald Trump started running for president.
We have to be willing to stand up, tell the truth, be honest, and that there's a place in all of our lives for basic kindness.
A word salad of half-baked sarcasm, vague memes, and the kind of projection you'd normally see in an IMAX theater. It was the digital equivalent of hiding behind the couch while pretending you're actually winning the argument. The real comedy came when Musk's supporters attempted damage control. Their desperate efforts to discredit Gere only highlighted the delicious irony of the situation. The guy who purchased Twitter to protect free speech, having a complete meltdown when someone freely spoke their mind about him. The more desperately his fans screamed, the more people nodded in agreement with Gere's quiet surgical takedown. Both billionaires' fragile ego displays perfectly validated every point Gere had made about their inability to handle power responsibly. When confronted with actual substance rather than adoration, they crumbled faster than Trump's social media platform's user agreement section on facts. And that's the thing about Richard Gere's criticism. It flipped the entire script without raising his voice.
Fortunately, we have leaders that stimulate fear, and that fear causes us to do really terrible things. I think that's part of what we're talking about in the film here.
18 million people into our country by the time Biden gets out, which hopefully will be very soon. If they get another term, this country is finished.
In a media world where algorithms reward outrage, his measured, incense-free approach carried more weight than all the all-caps tantrums combined. It's like watching a masterclass in ego demolition. The elegance of Gere's critique exposed what happens when powerful men who control our digital lives face actual substance instead of yes men. So next time these billionaire babies are having one of their public meltdowns, remember how easily they unraveled when faced with calm reason instead of worship. Maybe the real power move isn't shouting louder, it's speaking truth quietly.